Hey guys, Hakeem here, back with some more magic. Testing out the Esper artifact deck this week. We've got all different colored sources, only one blue source, 2 white and 1 black. But we have a turn 2 Glaze Fiend and a turn 3 Master of Ethereum, which is pretty strong, and if we can untap with those, then we've got Cloud Shift back up to protect them. So we're on the draw, but I still think this is a reasonable keep. So we'll do this. We're playing against Frank Tree Turns. The Nemesis starts with a turn 1 Elvish Pioneer, probably my favorite card in the card pool. And that's obviously dripping with sarcasm. So he goes and drops another 4, so he's down to 4 cards in his hand already. That's probably the big knock on the card. If he hits a turn 2 Cultivate, then obviously I'll be singing a different tune, but we'll see how that goes. So I think for now, and I just picked up a Mirrorsmith. I think in this deck this is the card that I want to play first. Use the Fiend to trigger it, and then play the Master after that, but we'll see how it goes. He's played an Elvish Visionary, so it looks to be a mono green elf deck. I guess there's a small argument for Elvish Pioneer in the elf decks with Timberwatch Elf. He's played another Pioneer now. Let's see if he drops another land into play. He doesn't, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say he doesn't have any in his hand. But he's got 3 1/1s in play, and a Mirrorsmith is not really going to block against that. But a Glaze Fiend will trigger it and let me create a token, and I can start trading with those little elves. Picked up Sharding Sphinx. That's my second. I've only got 3 6-drops in the deck and got 2 of them in hand, which is pretty shitty. But let's get the blue mana source into play, and let's just get the Mirrorsmith. We're going to take a bit of a licking here in the early turns. But once we get the Glaze Fiend into play, we'll have the Cloud Shift Trickery to untap some stuff. We'll see how it goes. So he's just going to come on in here for 3 in mono green. There's always a threat of Primal Bellow, Titanic Growth, those kind of pumps. So he could actually have a lot more damage than it looks like. But for now, we're just going to go to 16, and let's see if he has a play with his 3 mana. He doesn't, so that's actually pretty good for me. Picked up a Capsule, but I'm not worried about that right now. I've got to play the land first. We're going to play the Glaze Fiend. That's going to trigger the Mirrorsmith. And we're going to pay the 1 for a token, and then drop the Glaze Fiend into play. Still only got 1 creature that can block, but I don't think green has much instant speed shenanigans. I'm definitely not blocking with the Mirrorsmith, so we're going to come in here. And, if I didn't have the Master in hand, I'd probably trade that token pretty easily. But since I do have the Master, I can make that token a 2/2. So I think I'm going to keep it and not block. Depends, what he shows me. He's going to hunt the weak here. So he's going to kill my Glaze Fiend. That actually doesn't bother me that much, because the token generator is right here, and the Master of Ethereum is really going to turn those tokens into some pretty big, huge things. So he's going to swing for 4 here, take me to 12. So Hunt the Weak is basically we're not going to block because we have Master of Ethereum. Don't have the 4th land, though. But he's still, that'll turn the token into a 2/2. I'm trying to look at Hunt the Weak, so let's wait until my own turn. I've learned this lesson, a lot of times. But anyway, Hunt the Weak is a 4 mana Prey Pawn, but, the creature gets a +1/+1 counter. If you hear a lot of buzzing in the background, my phone is just going nuts. I don't know what's going on. It could be Google Plus notifications, Twitter, text messages from the wife telling me I'm an asshole. It could be anything. So let's just play the land. We're not going to, unfortunately, get to make a token off the Mirrorsmith here now. But we are going to buff our existing token. So at least, we have a 2/2 now. And a 2/2 Master. So he's down to 3 cards. Hopefully he doesn't have... I'm going to swing at the Mirrorsmith, since I'm not planning to block. I'm going to keep the 2/2 on defense since he's winning the race. But yeah, hopefully he doesn't have too much instant speed removal. I'm going to lay that phone on a blanket or something just to stop it interrupting the video. Maybe I've got it on vibrate, but yeah, there's another Hunt the Weak. Okay, he's going to take out the Master of Ethereum here. No, he's going to take out the Mirrorsmith. Okay. I guess there's a call to be made for either one. I can't get the Mirrorsmith back with my Sanctum Gargoyles, unfortunately. So now we've got a Glaze Fiend. It's not going to trigger anything, but it is going to boost the Master of Ethereum up to a 3/3. Kind of want to keep Cloud Shift up now that he's shown me so much removal. So I think what I will do is just Glaze Fiend here, make the Master a 3/3, and pass the turn with Cloud Shift open. In case he tries to attack, I can do some trickery, and then next turn I can Courier's Capsule. I think that's what I'm going to do here. So, one of the good things about Master of Ethereum is that your Glaze Fiend actually has power without having to attack. So here we've got a Masked Admirers, 4 mana, 3/2, draws our opponent a card. He's definitely playing the Elf deck. And of course, the Master Admirers can come back from the graveyard if he casts a creature, pays double green, etc., etc. So yeah, he's lost a Glaze Fiend and a Mirror Smith. He's coming in here with a 3/3. So he's got 1 mana open, but I'm going to block with this, and I'm going to Cloud Shift the Master of Ethereum, and that's going to trigger the Glaze Fiend, make it a 3/4, and knock out his 3/3. So we'll just get that off the table there. Yeah, I spent a Cloud Shift to remove a Visionary, but it was a 3/3 Visionary. So here. Well, I'm going to play the tap land because I'm going to play the Capsule. That's going to trigger the Glaze Fiend. And I'm going to attack for 5 here, since if he blocks that token, then he's going to have to lose. He's going to have to lose his Master Admirers or both of his Pioneers. So I'll take the loss. So he's going to trade there. Don't know if he's got a Bellow. I doubt he'd spend it here if he did, though. So now he's down to 13. We're at 12. The race is looking a little bit better now. Our Master drops to a 3/3, but that's not the worst thing in the world, since he's just got a pair of 1/1s. So, and we've got the Capsule on board that we can crack. Alrighty. 2 Elves. Now he's tapping out for a Pack Leader. Pack Leader's a big dude. His Masked Admirers triggers, but he doesn't have the mana for it. And he can't attack here, so at the end of his turn, whoops, let's crack this and draw a pair of cards. And Sanctum Gargoyle, that's a big guy. Another Glaze Fiend. Honestly, I can play Glaze Fiend and Tower Gargoyle on this turn. So I think I will do that. Let's make sure that we have another black source, and we do. This Glaze Fiend here to trigger the first Glaze Fiend. Do this all pre-combat to get the triggers, and let's put out a Tower Gargoyle. Now we've got a 4/4 Master of Ethereum, and we've got a 5/6. We've got a 3/4 Glaze Fiend that can't currently attack, and our Tower Gargoyle is a 5/5 courtesy of Master of Ethereum. So I'm honestly going to offer the trade here with the Master, since I got a pair of Sharding Sphinxes. He's going to lose his card draw engine, and if he doesn't, he can chump block, I guess, which I don't care about. But if he doesn't trade with his 4/4, I've got a 5/5 blocker. So that's going to be pretty good, and I'm just going to put the pressure on here. And he's going to trade. I still got a lot of power in the air since I've got a Sharding Sphinx trigger. And, that's going to make a bunch of tokens next turn that I can chump block with, depending on what he has. But he's down to 8. We're on 12. We're tapped out. We've got a 4/4 blocker against his 2 1/1s. He's got 5 mana, 6 mana now. 3 cards in hand. So let's see if he can turn this around. He's playing Michaeloth. So that's a big guy. Michaeloth is a very big guy, but unless that 1 green mana over there represents a fog, he's dead. Because I cast a Sharding Sphinx, trigger my 2 flyers, and now I have 8 power in the air that he cannot block. So goddammit, I hope that's not a fog. We shall see. We shall see. There it is, 8 in the air. Fog me, come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. And he didn't. No, there's the game. Alright. Mono green elves, but then there, of course, was Michaeloth and Pack Leader. So I'm not sure if it was mono green elves. It was a 60 card pile from what I remember. Anyway, yeah, the Cloud Shift turned out pretty good. Like I said, I'm testing the decks. It felt pretty good. We'll see how the week goes. Give me some suggestions, like I asked you for in the deck tech. And yeah, we'll see for some more gameplay tomorrow.